We are progressing through to build our report. But before, let's talk about the difference between segmentation and filtering in Power BI. There's a lot of interactivity in Power BI, and we're going to be utilizing this in our final report. However, let's look at how this report is already set for interactivity. Every visual, because it's working off a central data model, will be able to segment other visuals just by clicking them. For example, if we look at our profit by year visual, if I click 2015 quarter 4, it will filter the rest of the visuals. That segments the information to show you what is represented for that time period. If we go to the map and we click California, it will also segment the data within this visual. You can see that it's segmented. Also, everything is. Now we have Jess, our ad manager. If we click her name, we can also segment the visuals. A good way to give your user better control if they are not aware of how to click the visuals. So we can see that we can segment this visual. However, using an explicit filter will not segment, it will simply filter. So let's make this map a little smaller. Let's bring in a filter for gender. So I'm going to just go over to the fields, click gender, and I'm going to click on the slicer. Now if I click gender, you can see that the visuals are actually filtered. Now, we can also, of course, bring in a visual. So if I go to gender again, and I bring that into the report pane, and I click a pie chart, and I bring in shares, I can filter or segment the visual the same way. This is not sometimes the best user experience because the user may not know that they can do this. So it's sometimes better to use filters. But now a user may be wanting to, see something on and may click it and like, wow, it's being filtered. But you may want to turn that off, and you can see that it's also segmented here. So if we click a visual, a format under visual tools option will appear. If you go up, you can see the visual tools is highlighted. I click format, and then I go over to edit interactions. And it says change how a visual interacts when data points are selected while in edit mode. So if I click this, we can see that we have new icons over each visual. This means that this visual, any of the visuals, including the slicer, can be altered. So for example, let's click none under our profit by year chart. And let's see what happens when I click this visual. It doesn't segment or filter that visual. The same goes for if I click this filter, which is now a slicer, and I go over to our line chart, which is total sales by year, and click none, and you can see that now it is not filtered. And this applies to any of the visuals. So you would click the visual and you would be able to edit your interaction between all of the other visuals. We're going to be utilizing this in the coming reports. Thank you.